Bitcoin for beginners is one of the most important topics to understand if you want to enter the world of crypto confidently. So let's break it down in the simplest and most complete way possible. Bitcoin is the first and most famous cryptocurrency created in 2009 by an anonymous person or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. It was designed as a decentralized form of digital money, meaning it works without banks, governments, or any central authority controlling it. Instead, Bitcoin runs on blockchain technology, which is like a public digital ledger that records every transaction ever made. Thousands of computers around the world, called nodes, help maintain this network, making Bitcoin transparent, secure, and nearly impossible to hack. One of the most powerful features of Bitcoin is scarcity. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist, which is why many people call it digital gold. Unlike traditional currencies that governments can print endlessly, Bitcoin has a fixed supply, which makes it attractive as a store of value, especially during inflation. Now, how does Bitcoin actually work? When you send Bitcoin to someone, the transaction is broadcast to the network, verified by miners, and then added to a block. Mining is the process where powerful computers solve complex math problems to validate transactions and secure the Rowling's blockchain. In return, miners earn Bitcoin rewards, which is also how new Bitcoin enters circulation. This process is called proof of work, and it ensures the network stays decentralized and trustworthy. As a beginner, one of the first things you need to understand is wallets. Bitcoin is stored in digital wallets, which come in different forms. Hot wallets are connected to the internet and are easier to use for daily transactions, while cold wallets are offline devices that provide the highest security for long-term holding. Your wallet doesn't actually store the Bitcoin itself. It stores your private keys, which prove ownership of your coins. This is why the most important rule in crypto is never share your seed phrase, because anyone who has it can access your funds. Next, let's talk about buying Bitcoin. Most people buy Bitcoin through cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, or other trusted platforms. You create an account, verify your identity, deposit money, and then purchase Bitcoin. Beginners should avoid investing large amounts all at once. Instead, many investors use a strategy called dollar-cost averaging, where you buy small amounts over time to reduce the risk of volatility. Bitcoin's price can move up and down dramatically, sometimes dropping or rising 20–30% in a single week, so it's important not to panic. Bitcoin is considered a long-term investment by many because of its limited supply and growing adoption worldwide. People use Bitcoin for different reasons. Some see it as a hedge against inflation, others as a speculative asset, and some as a way to send money globally without intermediaries. Bitcoin is also becoming more accepted by companies, institutions, and even countries, with some nations adopting it as legal tender. However, it's not without risks. The crypto market is still young, regulations can change, scams are common, and security is your responsibility. Beginners should always do their own research, avoid hype-driven meme coins, and never invest money they can't afford to lose. Understanding Bitcoin also means understanding the concept of decentralization. No one controls Bitcoin, no one can freeze your account, and no government can simply shut it down because it exists across thousands of computers worldwide. That's what makes it revolutionary. Over time, Bitcoin has evolved from a niche internet experiment into a trillion-dollar asset class, often compared to gold because of its scarcity and role as a store of value. If you're starting your journey, focus on learning the basics. securing your wallet, investing slowly, and thinking long-term rather than chasing quick profits. Bitcoin is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is a groundbreaking technology that could reshape finance and the future of money. Once you understand Bitcoin, you'll understand the foundation of the entire crypto industry, making it the only guide you truly need to begin your journey with confidence.